Hey, you guys. Hey. I'm talking like my neighbor, y'all. That's how he talk. Hey, Shantae, you a fine woman. I can marry you. I can marry you. I can marry you, Shantae. Hey. Hey. He's like, that guy's my friend now. He's my friend. He talks to me now. Oh, so voodoo is Haitian? Haitian voodoo? So look, y'all, I gotta look up this spirit possession stuff. So we'll just do this today. Y'all, I always tell people I'm not all black. I just say I'm not black. I'm just like, I'm not black. You know why? Because black people, or should I say niggers? Because that's what I really, and it's not actually, it means an ignorant person. And if you really think about it, a racist is an ignorant person, and that's how they live. So I'm just gonna say racist. So black racists are like they'll be like the way they are. Okay, like what was I saying? They will use voodoo on black people. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like it's like they don't have. Usually they don't have the experience with other cultures, so it'll be like that's what I want to use the voodoo on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back over because this didn't start. All right, hey y'all. So I just like was reading like about spirit possession or whatever, and like I saw that it said Haitian voodoo. So I'm thinking that's probably where voodoo comes from, like where the word comes from. It's like it's a Haitian concept. So um what it is like when I used to I used to say the Haitian, right? They speak French or something like that. Okay, yeah. So what happens is um Haitian voodoo. So I was telling them like I always just try to make people realize that I'm not black. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, and even if you are black, you could just be like, my culture is not black. So it's like we don't do the same things. And it's because they think that they know what the people gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Because usually in a culture, you guys do everything kind of the same way. Some things you have to do the same way. Like stuff that's OSHA standards, as far as cleaning and stuff like that goes, like don't use the same rag to wipe the table and the floor. Don't use the same rag to wash up with. You know what I'm saying? That you wipe the table and the floor. Some stuff you just like, ugh. And then you see other people in other countries, they just try to make it. So they do everything they fucking can to be sterile and survive. You know, like using pee and all this different stuff for animals and stuff. So it's like, man, when you what am I saying? So Haitians, I mean, so the reason why I say that, like when I'm just like, I'm not all black, you know what I'm saying? I'm not black. I just say I'm not black. I'm not black. I just completely, I'm not black. Because it's like they will keep coming after you because they want you to be in the standard of being black. And so then it's like, well, you a little uppity, but I'm not black. You understand what I'm saying? So what is your fight? What is your fight? Where is the fight at? The fight is over. The fight that you want to have with me is fucking over. I'm not black. Your argument is over. You see what I'm saying? Your jealousy and shit is over. I'm not black. So the standards that I have, you will never be able to know them because I'm not black. We're not the same culture. I'm not black. That's why I tell people that. I'm not black. I'm not. I'm not your sister. I'm not. It's not the same culture. It's not the same culture. And I'm sorry, East St. Louis people may seem a little uppity to you, maybe even St. Louis people, but for real, it's just not the same black culture. Like it's just some stuff we just don't do. Like I always tell people, it's just some stuff we're not gonna do. So you can't like actually map out our actions. That's why the shit didn't work the last time. That's why in the 80s they had to stop using this shit. It don't work. Hence now, let's get into their house, look at one human being, and see if we can map out this human being's actions. No, you cannot. This shit not gonna work. This whole entire time, y'all, I'm talking about, look, I'm at the shelter. The only person that this person is looking at is me. The only person. And so when they want to make a rule change, they'll make the rule change against me. That's racism. The entire time it's been racism. And if I say something, they'll try to act like, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not going to work. It doesn't work. And it's like they just get dumber and dumber as time goes on. It does not work. It doesn't work. Well, I wasn't the person that did this last time. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And they were nicer than you. Nobody took over anybody's body. I'm talking about like blatantly just putting this shit in people's faces and all that stuff. Is this racist? It is. It is truly racist because you can't be me. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing as a white woman coming behind me and doing that shit and then want my man. Black women been doing, I'm talking about y'all this whole time, all this been is black women. White women too. White women do it too. I'm not American. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Like, so it's like, you know, so it's like some people try to possess you because they feel like you from the same soil. I'm not American. Fuck y'all. I'm a refugee. We refugees. Leave us the fuck alone. Y'all can't, like, it's like y'all just can't get it. You're not going to be able to get it. You're not. And be happy about it. Because I'm a twist and turn and do whatever the fuck I need to do to get you the fuck away from me. Y'all, I feel so good after having a ghost baby. So this is some stuff I ran into today. This is why I tried to do the show. So first off, I saw Shinyville, and I'm so tired of them doing these movies and stuff and acting like they don't come and do the research here in East St. Louis and St. Louis. They fucked up the cities trying to get y'all all this supernatural bullshit. Look, ain't none of the writers really here. They get the information from somebody else. So some of these white people, when we know that they doing that stuff for bullshit, like y'all, they'll come down here and give us a whole show. Like that when we at the shelter, it's like, they'll act like they'll be acting the whole time. Why is the sun right there? It's like the sun is just coming in. They'll be acting the whole time. So it's like they always some type of character. And I'm serious, they get on your fucking nerves because they probably acting like they from an insane asylum and probably not really there. So when they get them this information, because they got enough sense to give you the information for TV, right? They got enough sense to tell you the story, okay? So when they get this information, right? Or when whoever is listening and writing all this shit down, they not going through it themselves. So this is the situation when it was a possession that I really did pay attention to. So first off, when I was little, I was possessed, right? The person that's possessing you cannot give you any ideas. So if somebody is like trying to possess you to be you because you smart, they won't get anything out of it. And you'll actually end up losing that place in time. So it'll be like you won't remember something, what you were trying to remember. Like I said, you might be like, where my keys at? You know what I'm talking about? When I'm supposed to be doing something, and it's always something important. So when it's something that's pertaining to when they're stalking you and they trying to like possess you to get your memories or get your feelings or all this different stuff, that's the only thing they can get, by the way, is your feelings. They can't get your memories because your feelings are a part of your body. Like it's a muscle memory. Okay, so your memories are part of your body. Like your feelings are part of your body, not your like. So it's like if you're in a situation and somebody just got hit by a car and you saw them, it's gonna be like, oh my god, you know what I'm talking about? And you will feel that. You understand that? Like your body will mark that yourself. So when you feeling that, somebody else that's into this bullshit will want your emotions. Like they like emotion thieves. Like they zombies for real. So they'll want your emotions. So they'll like send this wave. And now this wave has marked your emotions. You understand what I'm saying? Because they can still do the same thing. It's still a frequency, right? So they send this wave and it's like, but they purposely doing it. They fucking with you on purpose. So then maybe you in your house and you stub your toe. You know what I'm talking about? So you in your house, you stub your toe, and then that's it. So it's like now the feeling, the hurt, you like, God damn, you know what I'm talking about? If they watching you, that's the feeling they want. They send away, so now they can mark your emotions. You understand what I'm talking about? So when they get that's all they can get is your emotions. But when they coming through you, you'll feel like right here, like you're feeling your left frontal lobe. And so when you feel it right there, it'll be like you kind of out of your sorts. You see what I'm talking about? But they can't take nothing from you. So if your child is a genius and they've been doing this shit, your child will tell you, okay, that was my idea or it's not my idea. You get what I'm talking about? That's when they talking to you on that shit. But when they possessing your body, they can't actually take your memories or nothing. They can make you forget. And sometimes they can make you feel like, and they can control your feelings. And the reason why is, like I said, because it's because it's in your muscle memory. Your muscle memory is what's actually making you have those reactions. So, like, say for instance, like when I was sleeping, they was like, her grandmother eats people. And so then they changed it from how her grandmother eats people to my grandmother eat pussy. So it sounded like my grandmama was like, I was eating pussy and and Felix was sucking dick. That's what they was like saying for real. So I was like, damn, but it's like because of the emotions, like I really was like kind of upset. Like, is she eating people for real? You see what I'm saying? So this is just out of my sleep. So sometimes when they talking all this bullshit, that's what's fucking with you too. Because I'm just like, if I wasn't asleep, I would have had a full fucking reaction to that shit. And it'll be like, oh my God. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You start to believe it. So what it is like when they sending you these emotions with these fucking stories, you will start to believe it. You have to be like, nah. That's why I just usually just sit there with a straight face and finish listening to whatever that motherfucker's saying. Because you will still get the feeling. You'll still get the jolt of the emotion. But you don't have to take it home. You don't have to embrace it because it's just somebody telling you something in your fucking head. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you just like, you get the jolt of the emotion. Okay, but that shit ain't true. And even if it was, you just stay calm because you don't know if it's true or not. It could be somebody else. So they'll say it's my grandmother, but it could be really somebody else out here killing and eating people. They could actually just be working at Serenity. Serenity people could have just ate the person. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, because the girl was just like, I didn't like what they did to your mother's body. And that's all she said to us. So I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking? You see what I'm saying? She ain't showed us nothing. She ain't really told us nothing. We don't got pictures or anything. And so that's it right there. So it's like, okay. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what did they do? So then, y'all, I'm for real. When that woman called me, when my grandmother called me, I was like, what the fuck she gonna do? Cook somebody or something? You know, like, because they know they nasty people. So you can't eat they food. That's why we be told. That's why you raised to be like, you can't eat everybody's food. You can't eat at everybody's house because you don't know what the fuck they be eating. And so, and if you don't know what the fuck they been eating, if it's soul food, everybody prepare it differently. You see what I'm saying? Some people don't clean it. This lady was in the office. How do I wash my chicken? Girl, please, you don't want to wash that chicken with no water. You might as well go ahead and get you some lemon and some salt and just start rubbing that bitch down. I'm not playing. Why you not going to wash your chicken and it's being processed over machine after machine after machine? Because now they don't do that shit by hand. They do it by machine. So they taking the feathers off with a machine. Somebody put it under another machine to cut somebody. You see what I'm saying? That shit could have fell on the floor in the factory, all kinds of stuff. So what you mean don't wash my chicken? So they be like, well, all of that to cook off. And it's like, well, why did they wash chicken back in the day? Because it was bloody, right? Because they just cut this shit up. And it's like, it don't make sense. You see what I'm saying? I know we got some meat right here, but, well, what do you need to do? Anybody from an island, any farmer, they all, you see what I'm saying? They all still washing their chicken. Why we just going to get some shit on the news one day? Don't wash your chicken. Yeah, I told people about that when I got this organic chicken. And I mistakenly put it in the oven without seasoning because I was on the phone. I put it in the oven and it was delicious. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, that's the only kind of mistake I ever made. But just as far as like somebody just, oh, don't wash your chicken. If all these people around me in these different countries, these different areas, they still washing their fucking chicken, why the fuck would I listen to that shit? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's like some stuff you just be like, where the fuck did they get this shit from? I don't know. Anyway, what I come up with that for? So anyway, but that shit be bothering. You know what I'm saying? Well, she was in the office saying that, and it's just like, what the fuck? That shit needs, get a lemon and some salt in and rub it down. Rub that shit up off there. See what I'm saying? Put a little water on there. Put a little water in. But still wash that fucking chicken. And it's like, I hate that shit. It'll cook off. I don't care. I don't care. It got to go into the bowl to be seasoned. It got to go into, you see what I'm saying? I'm not just putting this in the oven. I got to season this shit and everything. And you talking about don't wash it. Like, then that's tainted ass seasoning and stuff. So now I got to throw the seasoning out. Y'all know black folks, we keep the seasoning. So you got to wash that chicken. You going to have to. I forgot I ain't black. I ain't black, though. The lady that was talking, she was black, though. So that's all I'm saying. It's like, if you trying to possess this woman, you understand? And y'all, sometimes I be talking to y'all and it's like, I really want to talk to this person that's trying to do this stuff. Because it be like, they don't get it. If you trying to possess her and she don't wash her chicken, she go and say, girl, I'm going to go home and fry me up some chicken. Now look, in her mind, she go pick up the chicken. Maybe she get an organic chicken and she be like, "Nah, I'm gonna bake this." In her mind, because she ain't talking to nobody. But in her mind, she thinking, "I'm gonna bake this shit." But she told this person at work, because you've been eavesdropping, and she gonna fry it. So look, when she get to the store, she get the organic chicken because now that's on sale. So now she like that chicken baked. She picked the chicken up, she go home. This person will possess her, and she might go through the motions of like taking out the flour, the seasoning, all this different stuff. Then you look over there and it's like, this when I be telling y'all, this shit be giving people Alzheimer's too. So then you look over there and she ain't really got out the flour. She got the sugar, she got the salt, she got the pepper. She got all this shit that don't make no sense to season the chicken. Flour, she want to bake it. So when she finally, maybe she say, okay, well, forget it, I'm going to go take me a shower because something don't feel right. She go take her a shower, wash this bitch off, or wash all this pheromone, whatever it is that's helping control her at that time. Coming in her, you know, trying, this other person possessing her because now she in a different part of the house. The person don't know where she at. So she get back into her kitchen and she like, what I put this out for? You see what I'm saying? So now she know how to go ahead and season her chicken and put it in the oven. You understand what I'm saying? But what if in the middle of that you possess her again? And now she don't want to wash her chicken. You see what I'm saying? It's just different shit like that. It's like you don't know anybody's next step. You don't know what they trying to do. So it's like, it's not your fucking business. That's why y'all see these little memes out here to be like, don't tell the man your next step, all this different stuff. And it's like, really, some of that stuff was some stuff Phyllis was saying, but now I understand, because if that's what y'all been doing, just sitting watching people and trying to control them, then that's something that's I don't know. It's like, it's just like y'all can't do it. It's not your business. It's laws to privacy. And that's sex trafficking. The shit y'all do to Orielis and Giovanni, that's sex trafficking. And to me too, it's sex trafficking. You see what I'm saying? Did y'all see that? It was like a little movement back there. Okay, yeah. But sex trafficking, that's my shadow. Okay, cool. But that's sex trafficking. So that's all I'm saying. It's like, that's what y'all have to really just pay attention to. It's like y'all looking at these movies and stuff, and if a ghost fucked her, I'm not joking. That's the other thing. In my situation, no ghost has ever taken control of me while having sex. It's usually like some other person is trying to have sex with me. So they'll possess the man while he's having sex with me, or before he comes to have sex with me. And so that's it. Something else is like, you can feel the other person on the person's body. So it's like, nah, we don't need to sleep together. It make you feel dirty. So it's sex trafficking. It makes you feel raped. It makes you feel empty. And so the man may not have those same feelings. So then it's like you like tear up a relationship. Like, I love being Giovanni friend. And Giovanni probably like being friends with people too. And he can't tell you why. And that's probably why. It's because these spirits, or these whatever the fuck they are, and these crazy ass people, and some of them young too, y'all. So we dealing with this population that's between 18 and 40, right? We dealing, well, 50s or whatever. We dealing with older we dealing with older baby boomer people, and we dealing with young people. So these young people want to take over us, and the older people do too, y'all. And sometimes they sit together and team up on our ass. It's like grandmama and grandchild want to just be you. And so you just like, God damn, like you can't get away because both of them think stupid. You see what I'm saying? So when Orielis is at this house, it's an older man that gave him the house. But then we at the store, and that young dude was the one that wanted to possess Orielis too. You see what I'm saying? And then you got Orielis got 3 motherfuckers. Then what's his name? Marcus is from Monroe, Louisiana. It was just like, when that shit said, that sign said Monroe barbecue or something over there, that's what he lived by. So it's like, when he was being possessed, he just act like Marcus. He really did start acting like Marcus. And it's like, that's why, because Marcus possessed him. And so you just like, he does not, he don't want to do that stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's certain things we don't want to do. Like, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that to another person? You see what I'm saying? Because they evil. Like, Marcus evil. Marcus an evil motherfucker. And this little young dude, he been kind of watching me since Coles. So I've been talking about for him to show up. I just seen him 3 or 4 times out here in St. Louis. and he'll just show up. Like he just came to the store, and Oriolis was standing there, and Oriolis started looking at him and get like all hot about it or something like that. So he was doing something to Oriolis at that time, and I was just watching him like, what the fuck going on? And then Oriolis just looked like he didn't have his confidence no more. And so that's something else. They'll try to come and take the other man's confidence. And so it's like, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing, but yeah, that shit ain't cool. Y'all be sitting there thinking that shit work. Like, what the fuck you trying to dominate another man for? And you don't think that shit racist? That's racist. That's a black man. And he not even in your age group. Like, that shit racist for real. So I don't know if women get possessed during sex, but I never been possessed during sex. But they'll try to possess me when I'm working. They want to see what I'm doing. So somebody keep bringing it up too. You can't even do the shit that Shantae do. Listen, because they didn't then. So when I'm working, when I'm on Canva, I'm making a magazine, whatever I'm doing, they'll try to possess me. And I just keep working because I just be like, shit, it's going to make me lose my memory for a quick second. And I can get back to work. I ain't got time for this shit. You know, it's like, I don't know what the fuck they trying to do or why they thought it'd make them smarter or whatever. But it's like, for real, for real. You'll change your emotions too. Like I told y'all in college when I was with those people that was with Chris. And I was like, this was before I started college. I was at SIUE for a science fair. And the person made me think that I couldn't travel anymore. And that's like, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because I travel all the time. So that's actually what they used to make me think. And it's like, man, because the smartest thing would have been when I got my refund check was to just go get some tickets. Go get some tickets to travel to Texas or something like that. But my dad had moved here, I think. By that time, my dad moved here. So, you know, the smartest thing would have been just to get some tickets to travel. You know, like for real. I mean, that would have been the smartest thing, just invest in some tickets or put some on the books. You see what I'm saying? But no, I didn't even think about that because a person made me feel like I couldn't go anywhere. So it's like that's something else. Some of the feelings will stay with you because again, it's in your muscle memory. If you take time to think about it, then you'll be thinking you can't do it. Like, what if I just sit here and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna just let this person take control. If I do, I'll forget how to work half the shit that's on this fucking computer. So that's how I know it's an older person that has a speech impediment. So baby boomers, they know what it is. Because some of them are addicted. Like in East St. Louis, y'all, this is how I knew they were addicted. They start putting holes in their own ceilings. It's not somebody putting a hole in the ceiling. They are actually putting a hole in their own ceiling trying to figure out where the shit is. Why is this stuff not working? I know this was third. Why is it not working? In our family homes, we didn't have that stuff in our family homes. And maybe we did, but we didn't know. So it'd be like certain parts of your house, like in your kitchen, it'll be in by your table, like in your kitchen, so that when you come in, you can make you an apple pie. You can go ahead and make him his steaks and have his drink ready when he come home. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of my family, they Christians, but they don't mind if a man smokes and drinks. You know why? Because they had those devices in the house, and it's like that's basically how we've been raised. Like, it's okay for him to smoke and drink. It's okay for him to do this, you know, as long as he don't smoke in the house. Or if you get him one of those nice ashtrays that takes away the smoke. You see what I'm saying? It's okay for us to go buy him beer and keep it in the refrigerator. You don't drink it. You see what I'm saying? And so all those things are actually just like 1950s housewife situation. So we actually now are being abused by these people because they stuck in the 1950 syndrome. It is like so crazy. It's like they was just so ready to come out and let people know. Some people, they stuck in the 80s. Like some people, they just like, it's just a whole different world. They look like they in the 80s. Like they look like they off a bad VHS tape. Like in real life, they look like they off a bad VHS tape. And so it's like, y'all, it's just a whole world. Like you got to think about this too. What they do with the people that they found on the island? They put the man in jail, but it was people on the island. You understand what I'm saying? He took a bunch of people to an island. Where the people at? You got to think about the movie Mahogany. All those people standing around looking crazy. They were supposed to be extras, but that's what they look like down here. They look just like those people from the movie Mahogany. But they act stupid. Like, it's like they don't know what they're doing. So, that's it. Like, you gotta think about what the fuck is going on. Like, it's some weird shit. And they keep putting it on TV. They keep putting Stranger Things out there. That shit is true. They keep putting this, what's this lady, the Shiny Veil shit out there. Shining Veil. I didn't even know the movie was out. But that's why I was like, nah, let me correct that. They will possess a man. You don't have to make a deal with nobody. They just do it. So it's like, if they got their eye on you and you better than them and all this different stuff, and they think you function as a sweetie, the reason why you think that is because that's not your culture. That person may not be black. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, we don't grow up like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, what the fuck do you think? Y'all, I was working at the store, and this woman, she has a white daughter. I mean, no, her friend has a white friend with her, and she's like, do y'all want a soda? The girl, her daughter is a different culture because her daughter is growing up in a mixed culture. I'm thinking that this woman grew up in an all black culture. So then when she talks to them, it's really kind of like mean. It sounds mean, but they both used to it. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all want a soda? And that girl was like, yeah, I'll take a soda. No, she's like, no, you're going to get a soda. She kind of forced her to take the soda. So she was like, okay. So, they still just standing there, and you just thinking to yourself, okay, it's like 3 different cultures going on. Actually, 4 different cultures. It's the mother's culture, the mother and the daughter's culture. Okay. Then you have the friend's culture. Then you have the friend and the daughter's culture. And then the friend and the daughter share a different culture too. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because they're in the same age group. So it's like, you look at this and you thinking about the interaction, and it's like, you really can't say anything about the interaction. Because the mother, that's her culture. The daughter and his friend, they understand the mother's culture, so they're not offended by it. I'm standing there like, shut the, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't get upset about that. I got to actually check myself because this is not a situation that I'm a part of. So then when the daughter is talking, you notice that she and her friend share the same culture. Even though she's black and her friend is white, and they share the same culture because they probably at the same school, in the same neighborhood, growing up at the same time, going through the same situations. Skin color does not matter. For me, it was the tone. The tone is what was the problem for me, that the mother had with the children. But it's like they both just like, okay, no, they just answer the questions. They're not offended by it at all. So if they're not offended by it, then therefore I can't be offended by it. Because that's not my problem. Y'all understand what I'm saying? All I gotta do is take the fucking order. It's not my business. So imagine somebody from her mother's culture trying to come into her daughter's culture and control her daughter. The woman can't control her because now her mother's culture has even cultivated and moved on to something else too. So now, even though they grew up, her and her mother, the people, they grew up in the same neighborhood but never shared a life. But she could assume that she understands what her daughter will do next. She could assume that she understands what her daughter really wants in life. And it's like she can't. She could never. Because she still is not a part of her daughter's, she's never been a part of that culture. So it's like, instead of y'all always like, it's like we have to always see color. That's what y'all go after, the person with this color, this, because we the same. And we're not the same. All black people are not the same. That's why y'all gonna always fuck up. Y'all gonna always fuck up because that's it. Y'all, everybody assumed that I wanted to be a principal. So they just set out to be evil to me. So yesterday they wanted me to see Jim Triplett. He was the first one at what's his school? At Gateway Elementary, who started fussing at me. Why you get them this worksheet and they don't know the directions? It's called a flipped classroom. That's called flipping the classroom. So when you flip the classroom, it's like you give them a chance to learn something on their own. If they complete it, they can complete it. If not, we'll go over it together tomorrow. And that's it. That's all you got to do. It's not call me on the phone and say something to me because you was eavesdropping in my classroom. That's not a good principal. And so, look, he got a Principal of the Year award. Y'all, they just keep giving them the awards to show that they cheated. To show people that they thought that they knew what they was doing. And it's like if everything you think is negative or everything involves you raising your blood pressure, then you don't know what the fuck you doing. So then that's how you notice that's a desperate ass person. Desperate. Every fucking time, a desperate ass person. So how can you fight that? You can't, because I don't know how desperate you are, why you desperate. And that's it. And then that's how you allow a spirit to take over you too. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've been in those situations where I've been thinking I was desperate, and it's like I didn't act on it though. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, oh my God, I won't be able to have a boyfriend for a long time. Y'all be like, oh my God. Guess what? Pop. That was in college. I get to Texas like pop, boyfriend pop, boyfriend pop, boyfriend pop, boyfriend pop. Y'all. Then it was like I got to one point where I was like, oh my God, I want to have sex for a long time because I don't have a boyfriend. Man, please. This man just come over and just eat me out every day. I wasn't ready for a relationship, but I was scared about it because I'm like, what about when I do this? I want to have sex, and it's like I'm going through this sexual peak and all this different stuff. And it's like I actually was like, I was satisfied. So it's like, I'm talking about some of these women, they are like try to attach to you so you can have the issues that they have. Well, you don't have the same lifestyle they have. So what's the point of thinking about it? You see what I'm saying? It's like if I would have acted out of desperation, I would have just picked up anybody off the street and fucked them. You see what I'm saying? And it's like I didn't do that because I'm not that type of person. What else have I been desperate about? And that's been it. Like those two things was it. Like what those were, if I never have sex again, if I never get to be with a mate and all this different stuff. And it's like every time God will show me that, girl, please, they full of shit. So that's it. Some people respect you, flaws and all. That's something I learned from Johnny, my crackhead boyfriend. He told me that after I had my surgery and I had my scar, I was just like, my stomach could never be flat again and all this different stuff. My stomach didn't been flat for real. I'm looking at these pictures like, bitch, please. I'm about to work out today. Y'all, I feel so good. So let's talk about these results of this miscarriage. Y'all, I'm talking about if I had another miscarriage, I would do it naturally too. I'm not joking. I'll just wait because I used every fucking muscle in my body to push that. I did not know that shit. It's like your body just come together into this one vortex to push whatever the fuck it is out of your body. I don't like the pool of blood. I don't like the liquefied of blood. I don't like feeling like I'm dying myself. But I'm saying that is some amazing shit. Y'all know what I was thinking of? A fucking spider when it sheds. Like every time I look at the spider on its back and it's like trying to molt the stuff off of it and it's just shaking. That's what your body doing. Like the whole time it's just like shaking so it can just like push or expel all this stuff that you don't need out of your body. Cause so the lady was like, you could have just got a DNC. But then what would have happened? How would I have felt if I would have got a DNC? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel better. This is my second day. Last night I was able to dance. I didn't stand up and dance. I was able to like stand up in the office or whatever. Before I couldn't even stand up, y'all, because my back be hurting so bad. It was still resulting like that after all this stuff too. When I went to go wash the next day, after my period stopped, everything, I thought everything was gonna be cool. I told y'all I felt better, and then the next day I was just like, fuck. I couldn't walk down the street. That's when I had to go to the library or whatever. And I, for what was that, Monday and Tuesday. So yesterday again, it's like this is now 2 days. I feel good 2 days in a row. So the last time I said I felt good, I felt better. The next day again, I was zonked the fuck out. So that's it. I'm just gonna take it easy. But this whole time, y'all, man, I've been in pain the whole time. My whole entire body. Like, how the fuck you gonna wake up, your fucking knees hurt? Like, I'm talking about, this is the first time I ever felt my knees. Like, I got arthritis, like, for real. I was just like, how the fuck do I feel my knees? I was just like, this is some new shit right here. I felt my fucking knees, y'all. Like, I'm talking about, felt them. I'm like, these bitches hurt for real. Yeah, I was just like, really thinking about how the knee function. I'm just like, should I get it? Yeah, I mean, look. Let me see if I can show y'all. Y'all see my little wall? I be having to bring all this different stuff like that so I can see. It's like I was going to do a printout How does the knee work? What kind? Y'all, I'm just like, I be on that shit. I be having the heart, all type of stuff on the wall so I can look at it when something happening. So yeah, it just be like, I was just like, how the fuck do this shit work? So yeah, I'm just like, I was just, what the fuck? How the fuck you gonna wake up and your fucking knees, my knees was hurting, y'all. And then my thigh when I'm walking, you know, when you have like a lot of weight on your stuff and it be like, you be shaking like that a little bit. That's how my thigh was when I was walking. Like it was like jumping, your thigh jump. Cause I guess it's just like kind of pushing again. It's trying to get that blood out of your body. Man, or that tissue, that extra tissue. That's what the lady next door said too. She was like, yeah, it's just tissue. It'll be a lot of tissue. I was like, yeah, it was a lot of tissue, like a lot of blood clots and stuff like that. Like, man, and then it just come, like I'm talking about y'all, it's just like if I had a bowl, I could just gave you a bowl of fucking blood or something. Crazy. That shit is crazy. So again, I just think it's amazing. Like that is some amazing shit. A couple days my arms hurt. What else was happening? My arms was hurting. It's just like all your extremities. You see what I'm saying? Ankles. And you know those what is this stuff? When I found the pressure points, that helped a little bit too. Like just pushing some pressure points. And that helped. But for real, I felt that shit for real. I ain't want to take a shower. I've been one day, y'all, for real, for 2 or 3 days, I just was like, fuck it. I'm just going to pee in this fucking trash can and move on with my fucking life. I just sat there and peed in that fucking trash can. I was like, hell yeah. Then when I finally got up and I could go to the bathroom, I was like, yes, thank God. Like, for real. This shit, it was like just, and then sometimes, you know, when the blood was like too much, I just sit on top of the trash can and just let that shit just drop in the trash can. Just a pool of blood. Like I could have made a cup of that shit. So it's just like, God damn, like what the fuck is that? So man, it's a lot to go through because it's been 2 or 3 months and then my back been hurting the whole fucking time. Like my back been hurting this entire fucking time. I stopped wearing my backpack and like, so the whole time I've been pregnant, my back been hurting. But I stopped wearing a backpack. So if I wear a backpack, it doesn't hurt. So the backpack, it was heavy to stop the hurting. You see what I'm saying? To stop the pain. Then it's like when I don't wear the backpack, my back start hurting. So that was at the shelter too. If I don't wear the backpack, my back hurt. So my back was hurting before the pregnancy too. That's why I was like, okay, so I hope my back better. So then after when I got pregnant, then it started hurting. But you see what I'm saying? Then I lost the baby. Then it started hurting again. So now when I got the most pain, when I got that turning, that was after I lost the baby. So now, I don't know. I hope I can walk without it doing that. Like I really do. But I know I got a back problem. So that's the other thing. But I've been working out. I've still been trying to work out. Like work on my back. I try to work on the entire belt. So your back and your abs. Like that's an entire belt of muscle. So if you work on your back, you got to work on your abs. You work on your abs, you got to work on your back. So, I just hope I'm gonna be okay. I mean, today I was just fine. Like my back would have been hurting by now. So hopefully I make it through the day. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Spirit possession is racist because, like I said, if you don't share the same culture, they won't fuck with you. But if you share the same culture, they will. They'll come after you. And in this area, it's quick for people to think that they share your culture. They never been in your house or anything. You don't share the same culture, so you have to stop. Y'all have to stop. It's so many people that come to work and you just think, oh my God, he's so Americanized. And you see him at home and then, no, he's not. He is not fucking not. This lady just did this TikTok. That's why TikTok is important too. This lady just did this TikTok and she was showing us how when she first got married to an Indian man, how she drink her chai latte. It was just a tea bag. She just dipped it in chai latte. Then the next, it was just a powder. Then finally, she was like, fuck it. She just started getting all the seasoning on the plate, on the platter, and just put all the seasonings there, boil it, strain it, and make it her goddamn self. And that's it. So it's like, that's just how culture changes. It's like, it's an upgrade to culture. You see what I'm saying? And so some people, they still in basic mode, and then others are very upgraded, and they don't want you to know. It's not your fucking business. So stay out of people's houses. It's not your business. That is the Privacy Act. That's why they did that. Because it is not your fucking business. We are not the same. We are all different. All of us are different. All of us react different. All of us will do different things because we feel a certain way. Leave people the fuck alone. Blake, I thank you and I love you. Have a great day, y'all. Have a great day.